said, God damn! Yeah. There we go. Now we're ready.
That was the little emphasis on it.
Exactly as good as I thought it was going to be.
No, I thought it was going to be a little bit better. Just because I thought Oscar Isaac was going to make this huge, impactful meaning in my life, and I was going to go out and question things.
But then everything he built fell.
Yeah, everything they have built will fall, and in their place, Thanos will rise. But no, I mean it was good, but it's just Oscar Isaac. He just didn't. I don't know. I felt like Bryan Singer made him overact in some scenes. It's like he was saying, "Be more dramatic, be more emotional." I was like, Oscar Isaac's good enough an actor. He doesn't need to do it too much to fucking get the point across.
I think so, a lot of people are wrong about this movie. Personally, I think the fact that people are giving this movie a negative review is like, this is a movie. It's not disappointing. It's not that it could have been better. People are saying that this is a bad movie.
No, it's
they're
not
fucking
bad.
wrong, man. I loved a lot of shit in this movie, but let's get the bad stuff out.
Okay, well the bad stuff. Okay,
Apocalypse. They fucked up Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I mean, Apocalypse was fucked up. Like you said, I was just trying to go off of what you were saying.
Yeah.
Apocalypse was fucked up. Oscar Isaac's an amazing actor, and I'm sure deep down under that terrible fucking makeup and the mounds and mounds of makeup that he was underneath, he was acting underneath there, but you couldn't see it because of all this stupid shit they put on him. He looked awful. It looked like it was my worst fear as far as the way he'd look. When his eyes would go white, or when the camera would catch him in this perfect light, he would look badass. Yeah. But most of the time, he just looked like he was wearing purple.
Well, he looked
makeup.
like they would do these boom tube entrances, and he would be standing there with his 4 horsemen, and he looked like the Putty Patrol from Power Rangers. Because he had this like weird purplish thing, and he'd just be there, and he'd be like standing and looking around. And he had this weird look on his face, because I think it was supposed to be intimidating, but it just looked like he had PTSD from X-Wing. Like he looked like the guy from the X-Wing fight. He's like, damn, a lot of shit happened, and I don't know how I got here. But and then it was like he had this look of. It just wasn't intimidating. When he spoke, now there were moments when he is confronting Xavier and he's telling him what he's going to do.
Was great.
Yeah, that was awesome. He really does come across as menacing and intimidating. But when he's just standing there, and like there's one scene specifically, he's standing on rocks with his crew, and they're just looking out over the city of Egypt or Cairo, and it's like, it looks like you're shooting a commercial from 1986 about Adidas.
Yeah. They shot back, they would pop back. I kept laughing when they would shoot back to him, because they'd be standing there, and every one of the 4 horsemen would be on their own rock, and they would be stance like hero clicks.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible, guys.
Let's talk really quick, and
I'm not done talking about Apocalypse.
Oh, you still want to keep going?
God damn it!
Get the dick in there!
Force the door open on me. Hold the door.
Yeah, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Wait for me to be
Hold
done.
Door. That's what I'm going to end up at my old age, because Jacob interrupted me. I'm going to say, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. My kids are going to be like, Dad, come out. And I'm like, hold on.
I know. I was just standing in the corner going, I was like, I did that.
But no, that's the thing. Like, Oscar Isaac is such a good actor. They picked a really...
Yeah.
They fucked up with the casting because Oscar Isaac's a great character actor. He's a great actor with his face, with his presence, with the things he can do. But yeah, every time they showed him in this... He's tiny as fuck. He looks short as shit.
Well,
like he looks like a fat wrestler. I don't know, dude. He's short. Everybody else on the Apocalypse team is taller.
He looks like Ric Flair's new partner.
He looks like a Doyle Rules. It's fucking terrible how short he is.
Yeah, you know what? For some reason, I think his face too. You know, because it was like I mean, the trailer made him look a lot different than what he actually appeared on screen. I don't know if it was the lighting that wasn't good enough. That was making him look bad. I don't know, but he reminded me of like the the old like brand of peanut butter and jelly, like little peanut guy with like half jelly face. He looked like that guy. Was like, hey, buy some peanut butter and jelly. Like I don't know, he just looked weird.
They should have casted. They picked a great actor with a lot of talent.
I love Oscar Isaac.
They should have picked a physical presence actor with a deep voice. I mean, that's really what you needed for Apocalypse.
We're attacking him, but again, it's not to say there are not moments in it that Apocalypse is really good.
Like there's one point where he says one line where in the trailer you see the missiles go into the sky. We'll talk about it in the spoiler review, but he says a line about God there that gave me chills.
That was awesome,
that was really good.
So talking about the 4 horsemen really quick, let me just get out the way. Get out the way. Psylocke was there. She's hot as fuck, Olivia Munn, but she doesn't really have any lines, so to speak. She's just kind of there. I mean, she's like looking good in a uniform with her tits all pushed up, and you're like, I noticed those and I like those, but what do you have to offer?
Aaron Rodgers has everything.
I mean, hopefully she has more lines.
She has coolness.
She's cool. I mean, she's cool. Actor. But okay, going from her, I'll talk about Angel. Literally wasted. I don't really, okay, and can I be honest, I don't like Angel necessarily anyway from the X-Men comic books. I never really did. He can fly around. Fuck it. I don't. Cool. You can fly around. And he looked. And when they find him and they recruit him into the army,
nice wings, bro.
He's like hanging up in rafters like Billy Idol, drinking some fucking tequila.
It was so terrible. It was like a Megadeth video.
Yeah, it was. I know it was a place in the '80s, but come on. I mean, white weddings. Like he looked like.
And honestly, when you talk about the new characters in this movie, like I don't think it was overstuffed with too many characters. And I like, again, we're gonna get to what we liked about this movie because this movie is fucking awesome. I thought this movie was fucking awesome, but.
Rest of the Apocalypse.
I know. I was going back. See what I'm saying, man?
Okay.
Hold on.
You're gonna You really get fucked up. You gotta keep doing it.
But like you're saying, like, can I just say I'm done with the fucking young X-Men? Like, all these new characters we're bringing in. Angel looks like he straight up set a party of 5. I didn't like the way Storm was portrayed necessarily. In 1 second they're regular people or the regular mutants. In 2 seconds they're like, yep, let's end the world. I agree with you. Well, and then the next second they're on the other side.
Yeah,
it's
I didn't like that. The only, I mean, when you said party of 5, I was like, everybody wants to be closer to free. I was just thinking that song popped in my head. He does kind of seem like he looks like.
I'm done with these kitty, like, fresh-faced X-Men.
Well, I mean, I know why they're doing it for. They wanted to reboot it. I mean, hopefully in the next few movies.
They did it like 20 years ago, though, man.
Michael Fassbender really fucking took this home.
Man.
Like, he really, I believed in everything he was doing. I believed in his motivations. I understood where he was coming from. I know why he joined Apocalypse.
Yeah.
His family fucking got killed, and he's like, fuck it. Well, kill the whole world. I'll take all this metal and shove it up your fucking dick hole.
Put it in your butt.
Yeah. And
put the metal in your butt.
In the van, picking each other's asses. What? You actually believe, like, it caught me off guard. Like, I was like, oh shit. It's like,
yeah.
Michael, what did you do, Fassbender?
Yeah.
And, but he was the only one besides, Evan Peters, Evan Peters' Quicksilver was fucking badass. Again, they do an awesome scene in that really takes it home. Sansa, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, is the new Jean Grey. She's cool, she does, but again...
She does a good job, but again, I want that busty... I want them big titties. No, it's not just about the big titties. It's not. But when I think of X-Men, I think of like the hardcore core unit. I think about Gambit and Jean Grey, and everybody. It was very adult. Even and the kids were just like a backdrop. Like, yeah, we're in a school, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I missed the core group of them, and I can't wait to get back to that. But let's talk about this movie specifically.
James McAvoy also. We mentioned him.
James McAvoy's good. He's always good. And there was conversations between the two of them. I didn't think I'd get emotional like I did in Days of Future Past, but they touched on that a little bit a couple times in this movie. I was like, oh shit, they actually did bring that back. They managed to. And this movie is they do so many cool things, so many cool X-Men things that you're just gonna love it. You're gonna love, if you're a fan of the X-Men, some of the shit that they throw at you. Yeah. And it's so fun to watch, and I enjoyed most of the movie. Like, this movie was really, really fun.
The only thing is, by the way, Jubilee literally does nothing. I don't know why they made such a big deal of her being in it. She does nothing. I liked Jubilee.
And she's like, what's up? This is Yellow Jacket. I'm Jubilee.
Bye. But I mean, it was weird. Like, the special effects were on fleek. I liked it. That's the new word. I just learned that a couple days ago. But the special effects were awesome. The movie soundtrack was good. The only thing weird is it took place in '83. I didn't really feel like I was in the '80s. I never really felt like I was in the '80s even.
Quicksilver did.
Quicksilver and
every time they show Quicksilver, I felt like
Quicksilver,
I was
and then when McAvoy was wearing that jacket, it looked like that tweed jacket.
You mentioned Quicksilver. I want to talk about that for a second. There's a scene in here that you wouldn't have thought that they could top the scene from Days of Future Past. They do. There's a Quicksilver's his scene like stops like right in the middle of this movie. You drop this huge Quicksilver sequence, and it's fucking amazing. It's awesome.
From the very beginning, when there's a Twinkie slow-moing, and he's looking at the car, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? And then he like does this thing. I'm like, holy shit.
And Sweet Dreams.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought they were gonna burn out because they were doing it so long. I thought it was gonna be one of those like, okay, you need to stop. But it just got better and better. Like, you were like, I want to see more of this. It was so cool how they did it.
This movie has got so many fucking good moments in it. And there's little... They fucked up Apocalypse, yes, but as far as the X-Men go, you see tons and tons and tons of cool X-Men characters. And yeah, I'm done with the kitty stuff. I'm done with like seeing... Like, Ty Sheridan did a great job as Cyclops. I thought he had the character portrayal a little bit off. I thought like he didn't feel like Cyclops to me yet. Maybe he changes later on. But the cameo that you all know is in it because it was in the trailer for a second is about 10 fucking thousand times cooler than I thought it would be. It was probably my favorite comic book moment of the summer.
Oh yeah, well, as soon as it happened, like he slapped me on the foot. He's like, "Holy fuck!" I mean, I was like, I know." It was like literally, if the movie had been dog shit, that would have been worth the price of admission. Just that scene would have.
That and the Quicksilver scene. There's moments, and it's really following the plot of the rest of the movies this summer. Civil War and Batman vs Superman. It's kind of the same thing. There's some plot stuff that logs it down. There's some stuff in each movie that's not perfect, but the moments that last in this movie, the specific moments, are so fucking amazing and cool in this movie. I can't believe it. The ending of this movie, when everything goes balls to the wall, is just crazy as fuck. It's fun to watch. It really feels like the comic book X-Men at times, even though I'd pick different actors for certain characters, or I'd have this person be older and a little bit more seasoned. There's things in my head as an X-Men fan that I would change, but to see them bring it to life in this way is so fucking cool and special, and I still give this movie an 8.5 amidst all its other problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5 too. There was really nothing wrong with it. It's a great, fun, action-adventure movie, and it's an X-Men movie that you come to love and know now. No, it doesn't live up to what Days of Future Past did, but I didn't really expect it would. I mean, Days of Future Past was so fucking epic, and it brought it back from the bridges of death. I didn't think it was going to live up to that hype, but it's still a great movie.
No, I think for me it just comes down to X-Men. I have my own personal feeling about how I want it to be. So more than anything else, I pick apart stuff while I'm watching it. But to be honest with you, dude, for me personally, as far as personal enjoyment, I'm not going to get into this flame war that people get into between DC and Marvel right now. But personal enjoyment, I enjoy this just as much as I enjoyed watching Civil War, as much as I enjoyed watching Batman vs Superman. This one's right up there with those three for me. I don't think anything touches Deadpool yet this summer.
No, Deadpool's still number
it's
one.
still above it all. But I think this is a fucking awesome movie, and I think people need to quit being so goddamn hard on these fucking superhero movies, man. It's like, it's not exactly what I wanted. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Bye, Ted. Yeah.
It's the worst fucking movie ever.
Fucking families are getting broken up. Brothers are fighting each other. Can we just stop it? They're fucking great. They're both awesome. So who gives a shit if it's Marvel or DC? Just enjoy the fucking.
And then like the reviews for this. This is not a fucking rotten movie. It's not. I mean, I understand someone going, it's a 5. It's an average movie. I give it a 6. It's not what I wanted. I give it a 7. It's not perfect. 4 or 5, 5.5, 6, something like that. People are saying that it's an actual like negative score, like bad movie. Like this is a 3.5. Did you watch the fucking movie? I need to get a fucking sand vacuum and get that sand sucked out of your vagina and calm the shit down. Just because a movie falls a little bit short of what you can see its goal is, like you can see what they're shooting for in this, and yeah, it comes up a little bit short because of some problems. But just because a movie comes up short a little bit doesn't make it a bad fucking movie. It can still be a really, really good movie because they had really lofty goals for it. And I'm doing this because Shia LaBeouf.
I don't know what you're doing.
Just do it!
It's a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Enjoy it for a comic movie. Just like Batman vs Superman got bashed because everybody was saying, oh, it should be like this and that and this. It didn't. It was still a joy. It's fucking a fun time. I didn't go to see X-Men and think my life's gonna be changed forever.
And honestly, like originally I said this. I'm gonna backtrack a little. Originally I said when I watched Civil War for the first time, I said, yeah, it has some of the same problems as Batman vs Superman, but to me it's a little bit better of a movie. Honestly, I saw Civil War the second time. I totally changed my mind about it. I saw a lot of holes that I didn't see the first time. I realized that the tarmac scene was just a glorified mutant or I realized that the tarmac scene was just a glorified danger room scene because there was really no stakes and a lot of problems with it. And I still love the movie, but to me it dropped it right down to where Batman vs Superman was. It's more of an 8.5 for me. Batman vs Superman's an 8.5 to me. X-Men's an 8.5 to me. That's gonna piss people off, man. But I like these three movies just about the exact same.
Well, I rated my score higher on both Batman vs Superman and Civil War just because I like the characters and I like I like the story a little bit better. But you're right. This, as far as enjoyment level goes, as far as like if I was breaking it down specifically, I had just as much fun watching the certain sequences in X-Men as I did watching the tarmac scene, like you said. And well, in the Batman vs Superman, it was just because it was Batman vs Superman. You're like, oh my god, it's Batman vs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It was more epic. But other than that, yeah, I would sit through. I would love to sit through back to back to back to watch all three of them and have just as much fun. I'm not gonna walk out the theater and be like, I was disappointed in that one. That one sucked. I mean, if it's not Deadpool, which Deadpool was #1 overall. But these three are definitely on the same page. So
yeah, honestly, that's gonna piss fans of Civil War off. But I don't care. That's just how I feel. And I'm telling you guys, if you watch Civil War a second time and you don't see the gaping holes that are in that movie, it's a fucking great movie. I love that movie. Yeah. I do. I really do love to. I cannot wait to watch that movie again. But it's not perfect. It's got the same problems these other two movies do. And to me, all three of them they fall a little bit short of their goal, and they're still fucking badass comic book movies. And I love all three of them very much. So
I'm on point with you. We're on fleek. And by the way, I want to let you know, but this is stay after.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the sports.
Yeah, I was just going to say, there is a bonus in it, because I mean, people won't remember.
We love your fucking faces, guys. Comment down below. We gave you a lot to chew on. We gave you a lot to chew on. So just comment down below your thoughts. We don't really have to ask a question. Why ask a question if we don't have a fucking question?
I don't have one.
You know?
And would you want to see Gambit in the next X-Men movie? That's a good question.
That's a good question. And also rank the 3 big movies of the summer, the 4, if you include Deadpool in it. So we love your fucking faces. Comment down below. Please let us know. Ask some Q&A questions. We're going to have one of those soon. And until next time, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn WWAM opinion.